Hello, welcome to my channel. It's good to have you here. So, my name's Gemma Haley. I'm here to talk to you about the Kabbalah. I'm here to talk to you because I'm a criminologist, okay? I have a degree in criminology with honours, right? So that's what you get when you're here. Talk about taking it away from us. Why? Because we know too much. Anyway, so on my little travels, I began to read the Kabbalah and understand this. I sat and listened to a lot of rabbis and took it upon me to understand the mercy of everything, right? But then it got to a stage where I'm thinking, nothing's going to change if you sit here and just listen to this dude all day long. Sitting there accepting all these inversions. Well, it's not, is it? Where's humanity going to fall? Very, very low, because that's where it's sinking. So, I'm here to talk to you about this and bring this out so you can actually get an understanding of what's going on around here. I mean, let's be honest, the whole place is going down. It's inverted. Nobody's doing anything for the children, are they? So this is part 2. Why? Right, why is this happening? Why is there an inverted state? Why? Why do they polish it so they can become MPs and all that? Because they want the money, right? They just want the money. Okay? Think they're going to promise you change, nothing changes. They might even destroy stuff, even make it worse, right? So why is this, right? Because in the Kabbalah, we have versions, okay? Versions of a Kabbalic stream in a society. I'll explain this. Why do they allow inversions to creep in? Why? Why do they allow this in our society? Because this is the point. Because it's easier to tell humanity the inversions are normal. It's easy. Why? Because they don't have to give out loads of resources to help you. Therefore it's cheaper. They'll just tell you that the inversions are normal. Right? In your little Kabbalias. Right? Because everyone's got one. And society has one all by itself. You seen the state of it, anyway. So, why? Because it creates an acceptance of divergence only to fall into deeper inversions. Right? So why is this bad? Because it creates an acceptance of divergence only to fall into deeper deviances. Right? Deviances. So, people get away with severe crimes in a social construct because it becomes less severe, because people don't think, oh, it's that bad, because they're all sat in inversions themselves, right? So just normalised it, like child molestation. You get 4 years for it. That's the max penalty in the UK. Absolutely disgraceful. What do you think the level of harm for that child was? 4 years. Is that the level of harm for that child? Do you not think that you should probably have put that up to 10? Yeah. Why? Because the level of pain that that child has endured. The level of pain. It's disgusting, isn't it? Being somebody who hurts little children. Disgusting. You're disgusting human beings. I hope you go to hell and rot. Okay? So all you up there passing the buck on these little kids. Yeah. You already knew that though, didn't you? Right. You came to my policing studies in the 2nd year. Think you're clever, because you're the elders. Do you think I need a mummy? So, it stops you from assessing yourselves as well, when you're in the Kabbalah and the inversions. Stops you from assessing yourself, because they've normalised the inversions. Okay? It stops you from assessing yourself. Society's going, oh, it's alright. It's alright to be fat. Even though I've got diabetes, it's alright to be fat, right, for example, because Asda was doing it, promoting like obesity as normal, but it's not, right, because it can have many health effects on people, so we shouldn't do that. Obviously there's other things that can take place, like you might need a gastric ban, or you might need parts of you removed for it. It's like drinking excessively, right? So it stops you from assessing yourself. right? And like if you have liver issues for drinking too much, for example, that's all I meant, medical issues, right? So it stops you from assessing yourself if you have inverted yourself in a cabal extreme. Society is saying it's okay for you to be like inverted. It stops you from assessing yourself, okay? So it allows your own insecurities to navigate your world. So you're going around having a go at people randomly. Let's say this, right? Because I did this. But it stops you, because what's going on in my world, right? Because I'm inverted now. Right, so I'm going down and see you all. Hi, see you. See what you're doing. See what you're doing as well. See what you're doing as well. What the hell's going on here? What are you hiding it for? Why are you pushing me through AIs for? I wonder what you're hiding. Right? Making us argue with other people I don't even know. Right, because they're hiding stuff. Okay, and I'm trying to bring it out as gematria. And obviously people are annoyed with me up there. Right, it's not God. Yeah, not God. You're not God. Okay? You're not gods. Right? You're pedophiles. Right? So let's go back to the humans. You know, the actual real ones who want to make a difference in this world. Why is this happening? Why is this taking place? Right? And it's because if they allow you to sit in your own securities and say it's normal, you're going to navigate your world in that way, right? Which is fair enough, don't bother, that's not the problem. But, for example, if you're being easily offended by a heterosexualism, so like a man and a woman, that's aversion. Why? Because it makes a baby. Simple, right? What's that? In a cabal extreme, it is aversion. There's nothing wrong with being like in the same sex as long as they're similar ages or whatever, yeah? This is the point, right? It's because if it's an inversion, you have that mind in your mind not to go that far, right? Because you are understanding like hierarchy in 2s and 3s in this society. You all know it's wrong. You don't know what it's being condoned for. Where's the resources? Where do we call? Should we call Ghostbusters? Right? So, for example, if you're against heterosexualism, you think it's okay for a man to hit a woman. Because if you're against heterosexualism, what do you think? Men and women are equal? No, they're not. Men and women aren't equal. Okay? Race, yeah. But men and women are not equal. Do you know why? Because women have wounds. Women aren't as strong as men. We learnt this in biology. Yeah? We can see it in 3D. It's here. Hello, I'm bringing it down for you. Hi. Right? So it's not okay for men to hit women in a ring, for example, in the Olympics in Paris. How pathetic is that? That's a joke. That's like telling us that all women, that was a message to all women of the world. That was a message. And it was, it's okay for us to do this. And that's what you represented. In Paris! You should be ashamed of yourselves. We are not equal. Women carry children. Men are strong. They carry women. That is how this is done. Do you understand? In a version in reality, in this state, in a cabal extreme, in a version, you are supposed to carry the women, not punch them down. In a social Kabbalah, it is used to determine a deterrence of crime. So we can use the Kabbalah to determine a deterrence for crime and how your understanding of deviance can mirror your own Kabbalah. Okay? So society, it's Kabbalah, your Kabbalah. You can understand it. So if society is mixed up and wrong, and you're looking at yours and you think, mine's alright actually. And you look at society, you think, something right there. So what do? Segregate them people because we don't accept things in our society that are taking place. Like child molestation and care homes. Studied this 3rd year. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I'm talking about it. Okay? So once you can do this, understand the mirror connotation, right? There'll be little need for governance. Why? Because there's a higher rise. We got it. We know. Yeah? Might be ugly on the outside. Yeah? Here, look, seen this? Yeah, ugly aren't I? Yeah, I know. Some people I am ugly, I don't care. But let me tell you now, on the inside, I'm a beautiful woman. I'm gematria. Alright? Look what you've done to this world. Look at it! It's disgusting! You sit there in inversions, pretending all the way up to a level 6 in criminology that you're all well-to-do and you have a high moral, high standard. We've all got to rise to your level, and you dish out 2-2s, and you haven't even got degrees yourselves. You haven't got nothing. I come back 10 years later. What have you learned? Nothing. Same old gonzo. So look at this. This is a Kabbalah. This is a version, and you push it to the forefront so your society can grow. Yeah. Because everyone's got their own individual Kabbalah. We need to create one science structured. You can't just ignore resources. You can't just ignore aspects of injustice that are taking place against minors and the lack of resources that you've got. Why are those kids going in care? They don't need to be in care, none of them. I do not agree. I do not consent. No children should be in care. None. Right? So what are you going to do up here? Carry on doing it? Guess what you are? Inversions. You've already gone. Woo, bye. Bye. Shouldn't even be in these positions. Right? Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Go to thy kingdom. Feel yourself. Understand the corruption that you've created on this plane. The disgrace that you have created on this plane. We're all sitting there laughing. Should we have a tea party? You right, Doc? They're all doing it. They're all doing it. That's how they're getting away with it. Okay? So all the functions in our society are creating spaces for this to take place. Okay? So all our professionals are corrupt. Okay? I'm going to be honest with you. It is that disgusting, that disgraceful, that even the care commissioner isn't going to do anything about the children, for example. So what do we do? How do we change this? Why? A lot of women have passed away. They've done themselves in. There's a lot of AI interference as well. Okay? Your aspects of Gavora taking place. All the kids are in inversions, probably in tunnels, right? It's probably true, actually. Because if they're in caravans, bloody hell, where else are they? You're all sitting there laughing, taking them away. Yeah? Think we're all big people. You're talking to the adults like children. Yeah? Why? So you can keep your bang for a buck. Yeah? Telling me I'm not allowed to talk about this. Or else I'm going to go to prison. You do that to somebody else as well. Telling me he was going to go to prison. Did you put him in prison for it? Ooh, you did that to somebody, didn't you? Why? But it's okay for an MEP to sit there on TV news with another MEP and talk about it. And it's not even an aspect of resources. What happened to Crime Stoppers? Yeah? What happened to Crime Stoppers? Yeah? Where were we once cared about? What happened? Yeah? Did corporates take over? Who's doing this? Right? Who is dismantling our society? What for? What is your purpose? What is your purpose to put all these positions to your children in these spaces? What are you going to do in 50 years' time? Blame it on a war? Stick it in your history books? Make it up as you go along? And then what? Shame the population like you did Nazi Germany? And what you've been doing to Nazi Germany for ages? Yeah? It's sad, isn't it? Because a lot of people don't understand. Okay? So a lot of people don't have children. A lot of people don't know what's going on. A lot of people are migrants. They just come here and think it's great. And then you look at yourselves sitting in them higher positions close to those children. And then you ask yourselves, are you good people? Are you just people for the positions that you are in? Did you deserve all that money that you got to put those children in places? Are you sacrificing yourself? Or are you sacrificing those little children? Putting them children in them spaces? Maybe you think you should go and have a look and find out what's going on. Maybe you should make stricter sentences for crimes against children so that we can curb the crime, like you're doing with racism and terrorism, arresting people for terrorism, when you should be probably creating severe sentences for these people who are abusing children, and for the judges who are doing it and passing it off and allowing it. And then obviously if there's corporates involved and they've got hands in pockets and stuff like that, you need to be looking there as well. The reality is that you should probably be hanging these people. You probably should be hanging these people. Right? To show an aspect of deterrence. Okay? You've abused all these children as an aid and abet. Okay? And it's coming out now. People are talking about it. But the damage has already been done. It's quite like a Nazi regime is taking place. And it's in inverted states. And the reality is that when you let things like this happen and you continue in your roles and you learn nothing, do you deserve the positions that you are in? Because you've taken so much. You've taken so much from everybody. You've taken so much from everybody. You've destroyed families. That's what you've done. You destroyed the Freemasons, the Gematria, the Rise. It's not Game Pog where we started it when you decided. It was always apparent. We was always learning. I have a degree in criminology. I have been learning. Right? And I continuously learn all the time. Right? It's within my nature. I'm a teacher as well. I'm a teacher. Why? Because I can judge, I can teach, and I can know. I am Gematria, and this stops now. If ever I've ever heard, seen, known this disgrace to be on this plane, it is the most disgustingest crime to commit. And if professionals are acting like this, you don't sit in a version. You're in a back seat, maybe, in versions. Okay? And you're not good people. Right? So there should be a dismantling taking place on this plane, and it should start at the top. Seeing as you took me out first, you think it's clever? Because you wanted to put me as a Gematria? Oh yeah, because there's only one person there. No, there isn't. Everyone has one. Everyone has one. Right? So, on that note, your city Kabbalahs, think about what you've done, right? And understand, all these children need to go back to their mothers and their fathers, don't they? Wake up